Hey everyone, how's it going? It is time to show some records once more. I got a pretty big stack, and there it is. So good night everyone. No, just kidding. This is what I've kind of collected in the last couple of weeks or so. I've been kind of lazy getting in front of the camera and just showing them, but finally worked with the energy, so here I am. So here we are. We're going to dive into this latest big stack here. We're going to start with a brand new record from Garbage. And it's a new album called Strange Little Birds. There we go. And it's good to have some new Garbage music. Been quite a few years since they put out an album. I think I've almost 4 years now, 3.5, 4 years. So this came out on the 10th. As I'm filming, it's the 15th. So it's been out for 5 days. And I've been listening to it for the last 4 to 5 days. Just getting used to it. Here's the gatefold. Nice picture of the band. Really nice. Good packaging on this album too. I like the artwork on it. And I gotta admit, Shirley's looking pretty good there. She's looking pretty good there. So anyway, minus Shirley's looks, this is a good album. I like the artwork on it. It has the gatefold and the front and back cover has this kind of glossy finish to it. It looks great. And here's the artwork for the inside sleeve. Animal photo there, real nice. Back is just lyrics and custom labels. And I got this purple, and there's the animal skin. Really, really cool packaging on this one. The music's really good. It's dark, it's kind of twisted, it gets aggressive at times. The lyrics are about depression and insecurities and being jealous and dependent on your life partner. Good stuff. Good, crazy, insecure type lyrics. I like it. So, nice band pictures there. Again, back it's just lyrics. Okay, this is a 2-record set. Music is on sides 1, 2, and 3. On the 4th side, we get this nice etching. Hopefully you can see it. Oh yeah, there we go. Minus the glare, but it has the animal etching there. There is an extra track on here. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, there it is, right there. There is one song on here, and I'm assuming the name of the song is called "Fuck With You." God, I wish that glare wasn't there so I could show you what the animal etching looks like. There we go. Not bad looking. Pretty nice. And the extra song on here, I'm assuming it's called "Fuck With You" because that's what she keeps saying over and over in the lyrics. Really cool dark song, but fun one, the laid back and chilled tempo. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, a lot of good songs on this album. Well worth the wait. It wasn't very expensive. It was about $25. I figure that's not bad considering it's a 2-record set. And the artwork is really nice on it. It came with a download card, which I've made use of already. In fact, there's the download card. So I used that already, so I already got a CD of it. So really good album. I can't wait for them to tour it and come to my area. I'll definitely be getting a ticket to that show. I went to their last time they had a new album, I went to their tour, and they put on a great show. So really cool to score the new Garbage album. Some good stuff on here. I dig this album a lot. Speaking of Garbage, I found one of their 7-inch singles, and they are very hard to find. So when you see them in the stores, grab them, because chances are you may not see it again. This is a 7-inch single for the song "I'm Only Happy When It Rains." I love this cover, the artwork on it, the finish on it, kind of a metallic finish, and it reflects a lot of light when you change it around. See the little pink in the middle there? Really nice, really nice. Back is kind of the same finish too, and I'm trying to see if I can get the pink to show up, but I can't. But it's in there, trust me. You can see it better with your eyes, but not on the camera. But anyway, yeah, if you ever see something like this in the record store, grab it. Their 7-inch singles are hard to come by. Very hard to come by, and they're considered collector's items. And it's a good song too from their first album. It was a big hit for them. "I'm Only Happy When It Rains." It also comes with this card to tell you what the songs are on it. On side 2, well, first side 1 is I'm Only Happy When It Rains. Side 2 on the card says contains Girl Don't Come and the song Sleep. The song Sleep is the only thing printed on the record. So fortunately I have all those songs on their the 25th anniversary of their first album pressing. So I don't have to worry about it. But it would have been nice to have it on this 45. Anyway, there's the custom label for the song I'm Only Happy When It Rains. Very nice indeed. And there's the back label for the song Sleep. Very nice. I was really surprised to find this. It was kind of pricey because it is somewhat of a rare collector's item, especially if you're a Garbage fan. If you see it, jump on it. That's how rare it is, and I'm so glad I got it. I do like that song, I'm Only Happy When It Rains. It did get quite overplayed in the 90s, but for good reason. It's a cool song, so I'm really glad to add that to the Garbage 45 collection. I got a couple of them. I don't have a lot. I think this is like maybe my third 45 from Garbage. It's hard to find their 45s and not have to pay an arm and leg for them, so really glad to have scored that. Alright, I'm going to show you a reissue now, a couple of them. And the reissue is from Phil Collins for the albums But Seriously and The Essential Going Back. These are the current reissues he's doing for all his albums, where he redoes the album artwork, the photo on the front cover. And these are the last of the reissues that I need to collect the whole box set. So now the box set is completely full now. And when all these albums are in there, I'm telling you, it's a bitch to get them out because they fit really tight. And the Going Back record is a gatefold, and it's just a picture collage of old and somewhat current pictures and credits. This was his Salute to Motown, the 60s Motown R&B album. So it's nothing but R&B covers from the 60s and done really, really well. In fact, Phil Collins played drums on these tracks. But this is when his back and nerve pain was really kicking his ass, and so bad that he couldn't grip a drumstick. So what he had to do is he had to get duct tape and just wrap his hand, put the stick in his hand and wrap it up with duct tape just so he can play. And there's a picture of him doing that. You can see it on YouTube as well. That's hardcore. That's hardcore when you have to duct tape the drumstick to your hand just so you can play. And there is a video on YouTube if you're that curious. Considering that's how he had to play, his drumming's pretty solid. I don't know if I could play that way. It would be challenging to say the least, but he did it, and these are not, he didn't rework the songs. I mean, they sound exactly as they did back in the 60s, just modern recordings of these songs. But he captured the energy and the sound and the vibe of these Motown songs. My favorite on here is Papa Was a Rolling Stone and Uptight. He does a great job covering those songs, but the whole album is good. Really, really good. I like the insert here with all the 45 artwork for each song. And then, of course, a picture of a young Phil Collins when he was a teenager, when these songs were new. And it has kind of like a vintage Atlantic label on it. Really cool. I like this album a lot. I really didn't jump on board the CD when it first came out back in, I think, 2010, I believe it was. And so I'm real happy to have this. This is really cool. I like this. And of course, But Seriously has a lot of hits. Hanging Long Enough, Another Day in Paradise, I Wish It Would Rain Down, Do You Remember? Good album, really good album. So these remasters sound so good from Phil Collins. I'm happy I have all of them now. All right. Well, last time I went record digging, I was finding a lot of albums from the band the Smithereens. So I tried one of them first, and I figured if I like this one album, I'll go out and get the rest of them. And the album I'm talking about is called 11 from the Smithereens. I remember this from the MTV days because it has the song A Girl Like You I loved that song back in the day, and I loved the video. So I really wanted to get this album just for that song. But there's also the Blues Before and After. That's a great song. But this whole album is absolutely great. It's fantastic, to be honest with you. This is a fantastic album. I love this album. When I first spun it, I loved every song. They're short, catchy, simple songs, but they are really good, really good. And I really enjoyed this album. So glad I have it. I bought it sealed. Obviously, I broke the seal to sample it. But great album. It's on the Capitol label. Girl Like You sounds amazing on vinyl. I've only heard it in music videos, to tell you the truth. I never even owned this on cassette or CD, so it sounded great. But the whole album is killer. Really good album. So when I bought this, I was hooked on the Smithereens just from this one record. So I went back to my record shop and wanted to see what other Smithereens albums they had, because I was really hooked on this album 11. It is just amazing. So what they had there, 2 sealed records, never been opened. Their album Green Thoughts from the Smithereens. Another great album. Much like album 11, short, catchy, well-written pop songs that entertain you from the opening note. From the opening note, you're hooked. I mean, that's how catchy and addictive these songs are. I mean, a band that was heavily influenced by the Beatles, you can tell by listening to it, but they have a style all their own, and just great, just great. Also on the Capitol label. This is a good album. I've spun it a couple of times and love what I hear. I wish I had seen them live back in the day. I was a young person back then. I'm sure I had my chances, and there just wasn't into them at the time. But what a shame, because some good albums, some really good albums, and some good music. And the guy who sold me these albums at the record store said he had seen them, back in the 90s. Said it was one of the best shows he had ever been to. So, kind of kicking myself for not seeing them all those years earlier. And the last of the sealed records that I bought, that I opened up. This is an EP. It's called Beauty and Sadness, again, from the Smithereens. Only 4 songs on this album altogether. Two songs per side. So the album was real cheap. I think it was like $8. It was, like I said, it was also sealed when I first bought it. Again, good catchy stuff. Good catchy pop songs. This one's not on Capitol label, has its own label here. I don't know if it was a recent reissue or whatever the story was, but a really, really good album. I loved it. So those 3 albums sounded great to me. That's all I could say. I'm really glad that I now have some Smithereens in the collection, because these albums are so good and the songs are so well made and so catchy. Like I said, I wish I had jumped on the bandwagon a lot earlier but I think they still tour. I think they still tour every summer or so. And maybe I still got a chance to catch a show, who knows? But these are some really good albums. I love these. This one's used. I didn't buy this one sealed from the Smithereens, especially for you. In fact, it still has a price tag on it. I haven't listened to this one yet, to be honest with you, so I don't know if it's a winner or a loser. But so far I've not been disappointed by this band and their music, so most likely I'll like this one too. I just wish I got around to listening to it before I turned the camera on. And like the last one, it has about the same label, so this is it. But this album's in good shape, very clean, so almost looks new. I can lie and say I bought this one sealed too, but I didn't. It's used. I only bought it for a couple bucks. So I'm not familiar with any songs off the track listing, so can't wait to spin this one. This is the only one I didn't get to, unfortunately. Alright, so instant Smithereens collection there. Great. Hit some classic rock ones. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Fun album. Absolutely fun album. Managed to find a decent copy. Yeah, there's a lot of ring wear on the front cover. Well, I guess it's not that bad. And there's the back picture of the boys. This is before Axl fucked this band up. But the good old days, the good old days. And it's on the Atlantic label. Vinyl copy, the vinyl is really in good shape. It sounds great on this turntable. Just a fun album. Just an absolutely fun album. But this is the VC. I'm sure everybody's heard this a million times. Everybody knows how good of an album that is. So, real glad to put that in the collection. I've never been much of an AC/DC fan. I do like the songs, just never got into the albums. I'm kind of glad I given their vinyl records a chance. They are fun to listen to. They are fun to spin. So there we go. A couple of albums from the Jacksons. We have Triumph. We have Destiny. This is just memories of being a kid in the hood. Everybody liked the Jacksons around my area. And especially this album has Can You Feel It? Heartbreak Hotel are the fun songs. It's basically a disco record, but it was so good. It was so good. There it is with the original insert, but it's just lyrics. I believe the label's Epic. Yep, Epic label. So, good album, good energy. Yeah, disco record, but a well-produced and well-written disco record. I like it a lot. And as far as Destiny, this is a white label promo copy. There's the front artwork. There's the back with the sticker there. And I think it's gold stamp promo there. So there we go. And it's a white label promo too, if I can just get it out. There's a picture of the brothers Jackson there. And like I said, white label promo. Pretty rare that, so I was really glad to get a hold of that. Blame It on the Boogie and Shake Your Body were the big songs on here. I remember they went on American Bandstand and performed Shake Your Body, or Shake Your Body Down to the Ground. Really good. And there's the Gatefold. Classic R&B and disco record. Both of them, good stuff. Like I said, reminds me of being in elementary school. That's when these records came out. And I can remember it like it was yesterday, how fun that was. Let me just turn the music down just a little bit. Another old school R&B album is Sheila E. This is her second album, which was called In Romance 1600. She's going to be in my area in the next couple of months in Modesto. I can't wait to go see her. I'm definitely getting a ticket for that. I've never seen her live, and she's one of my heroes. I mean, yeah, she's a great-looking woman, of course, but killer musician, killer drummer and percussionist. She has legit musical talent. She deserves to be famous. She's not just a pretty face singing. I mean, she can get behind a drum kit and kick some ass. So, definitely admire her. And here it came with the original insert. I'm surprised I got this only for a few bucks. Anything Prince related these days costs an arm and a leg, and thank God this was recently priced at $3. Because anything that's associated with Prince now on vinyl, everybody added like $15 to $20 to the price ticket. That's ridiculous. I found this one. Luckily, I found this one for $3. And the big song here was Love Bizarre. That's a great song. They have a nice long version of it on this album. Good jam version. So, fun stuff, fun stuff. All right, back to classic rock. The Eagles, Desperado. Let me take it out of the vinyl sleeve here. I bought it for Tequila Sunrise and the song Desperado. I always love those songs. That didn't really help much, did it? It's still glare as hell. So anyway, classic Eagles album. Very classic and beautiful music on this album. Spun this a couple of times already. Nice. It's a nice kick back and chill record. That's what I like about it. So, and some damn good songwriting on it. When Glenn Frey passed away earlier this year, oh man, that was sad. It wasn't a surprise because I knew he was having some health problems, but so sad to see him go. I mean, what he and Henley brought to the Eagles was amazing. So, Really glad to now be getting their vinyl little by little. Alright, a couple of 12-inch singles here. This one's a import, Japanese import, because it has the Obi sticker on it. It's from the band Art of Noise. There's a 12-inch single for the song Moments in Love, which is on the A side. And on the B side we have the song Beatbox and another remix of the song Moments in Love. There's the Obi shirt. Really cool find here. I always dug that song from their, I believe it's from their first album, from the Art of Noise. It's just a great song, and was really thrilled to find this Japanese pressing. It's on Island Records as a label, so there we go. That first album from Art of Noise was really good. I have it in my collection. It's been a while since I spun it, but I remember when I first got it, I would spin it non-stop. I really dug it, and it sounds great on the stereo. And it did come with the insert. If I can just get this thing off, it's connected to the Obi strip. There we go. So here's the insert. There's the Obi strip there, and on the other side we have all the writing and the rest of it. Japanese, of course. I can't read Japanese, so I don't even know why I bothered looking at that. But that's when you know your Japanese copy's legit, I guess. For all I know, it could have been printed in Cleveland with some Japanese writing on it. I would have bought it. But really great song. It has a remix of the song Beatbox, which sounds really cool as hell. I really dig this 12-inch single. Nice addition to the Art of Noise collection. I have quite a few of their albums and a couple of their 12-inch singles, so I was really happy to put that one in the collection. Speaking of the 80s songs, here's a good one from the Eurythmics. Here Comes the Rain Again. I probably should have just got the album since I don't have that. It's from their second album. But I love that song, and that's what made me want to get this. I probably should have just bought the whole album. But I figured, the 12-inch single will do. I don't remember what label is on here. Oh, it's just the RCA label, no biggie. So side one, obviously we have the song Here Comes the Rain Again. Sounds really gorgeous on this 12-inch single. And side two is a live track. If I could just find out what the name of the song is. This City Never Sleeps. Live version of that song on side two. And it was a live recording taken from San Francisco. The what the hell's the name of that theater? No, they don't have it written on. I thought they did. The live recording from San Francisco back in '87. Really cool as hell. Kabuki Theater. That's where it was from. Kabuki Theater. And I'd been there one time. So back in the day. So really cool to see or hear that there's a live recording from there. So really cool 12-inch single. All right. Now I'm going to show you a few 7-inch singles and get out of your hair. This is rare. From NWA for the song Express Yourself on a 7-inch single. Can you believe that? I didn't even know it's NBA. Good Lord, what's wrong with me today? NWA had 7-inch singles, so cool stuff. And the B-side is straight out of Compton. I'm not really much of a rap fan, but I saw this in the store and thought, oh yeah, I'm buying that. I'd never seen a NWA 7-inch single, so I must have the NBA finals on my brain. I'm calling them NBA. But anyway, really cool find. I dig that. Another cool find is from the Beatles, Free Like a Bird. Back when they had the Beatles anthology albums and movie coming out, they released these singles. The co-producer on here was Jeff Lynne, and you can definitely hear his influence on this song. On the B-side we have Christmas Time Is Here Again. I didn't bother listening to that, but I do like the song Free as a Bird. It's been a while since I heard it. It's on the Apple label. We all know what the Apple label looks like. There it is. Really cool, really cool. I think that's his name, Jeff Lynne, right? That doesn't say on here. The guy from ELO. I believe I got his name right. I should check these things before I get on the camera, but you know me, I just like to turn on the camera and just go. But really great song. Next one up is from Guns N' Roses, Night Train. You know, I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan at all. I don't dig the band at all. I think Axl's an asshole and I can't stand the sound of his voice. But I saw this and thought the artwork on the front and the back here was pretty cool. I don't really care for the song Night Train all that much. I guess it's okay. I really didn't care for any of their albums, but I thought this was pretty cool. I've never seen it before. Something tells me this is going to be rare. Maybe I should just pick it up. It's missing the front label. There's like nothing there, and here's the back label. And even though it's missing the label in the front, I still wanted it. It's a UK pressing, so it's made in England. And this was a pretty cool find. You know, like I said, even though I'm not a fan of Guns N' Roses, I thought this would be a cool find, and I guess I'll keep it. I listened to it once already. I wasn't impressed with it at all as far as the music, but it was a cool find. And last one, ABC, How to Be a Millionaire. I've loved this song since I was a teenager, when it first came out when I was in the 9th or 10th grade, I believe, and just a cool pop song. It's just a crazy pop song. I love it. Reminds me of the 80s, and that's why I jumped all over it. Well, that's going to do it, folks. That is my big vinyl haul for this week, or this month, I should say. Looks like we're starting summer now. Days are getting hotter. Daytime is lasting a lot longer. It's kind of nice. Normally I hate summer, but for some reason I'm kind of enjoying it this year. So, hey, that's a good thing. All right, hope everyone's doing good up there, and I'll see y'all next one. Take it easy.